No viewers, if there's no one here. Alright guys, sorry for acting like a politician and doing absolutely nothing useful. Anyway, let's get to work. So, let's hopefully let's see, I got about like an hour 30 before I piss off and go to bed. Hello, viewer. Give me a second. Hello, viewers. Yeah, yeah. Give me a second. Man, I'm watching a video of the Backrooms movie. You know what's awesome is that Kane Pixels, or by fun fact, Kane Pixels was born literally only 12 days before I was. My birthday is on the 30th of June 2005. His is the 18th of June 2005. That's just, in my opinion, that's just really cool. But he could have... I wonder how many parts of the movie are going to be in his Blender software. I wouldn't care either way. He is really good with Blender. He's like probably one of the best people I've seen use Blender. I just hope this movie does not flop. I have very high hopes considering what we've seen from Kane Pixel so far. I mean, dude, there's been barely... Let's see, when was the last Backrooms video he's posted? Static Dead End, a year ago. It's been a year since he posted it. Dude, can you imagine how much lore will be added with the Backrooms movie? Dude, a whole year of you know, a whole year of no Backrooms videos from Kane Pixels. We're finally gonna get a whole ass movie. And we can see async employees. I'm gonna pause this video. Are they actually asyncs? Yeah, there's people saying that, like, this guy commented that anonymous 4chan guy must be really proud. Can you imagine just being a 4chan, you know, what do they call them? In anoms? Anonymous yeah, imagine being that one 4chan guy who posted that picture with that lore and literally just something like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna post it, I'm gonna piss off. It literally becomes a movie. That whoever did that, he deserves to get to the he deserves at least 5 tickets to the movie for free. Hats off to that guy. I'll be curious. Cause I don't think I'm not gonna say like I'm a director at all, but man, how are they gonna? My question is, how are they gonna stretch a movie about the backrooms into a feature-length film? Honestly, I don't want to glaze here, but I think that's something only Kane Parsons himself can do. You know what? This guy's like, props to actually not spoiling anything. Honestly, I'm kind of glad we didn't see an entity. I'm kind of glad we didn't see something like a horror jump scare from the Backrooms movie. Because we are not, like, it's not going to spoil the whole film for us. We know that there's, like, monsters in the backrooms and shit. But, like, we don't get to see one up close until we actually go out to the theater to go see it. My sister's gonna be moving back onto my property for the first time in, like, oh my god, for the first time in almost a decade, I'd say. My sister's gonna move back to my property, and when she does, we're gonna celebrate, me and her new husband, and we're going to go see the movie. I want to watch that bitch on opening. I do not want it spoiled. Ooh, we gotta put fans sometime. I need more plastic. The beans are back to normal size again. You know what I've not checked in a while, chat? My Fix-It sync. I can only imagine how many tickets I got. Oh my god. That is a shit ton of tickets. And I'm rolling coupons now, bitch. Man, I got 14 spare sloops on me. Classic. Wait, never mind. They're probably gonna derail here in a couple hours. Let's say I could actually, like, you know, put this and connect it to the, you know, what do you call it? I could connect that, this line to that sink, but this is already sunk. Wow. Oh, so apparently, Pam Bondi got fired. Awesome. Love to see it. You know what's funny? Apparently she said, the Dow is 50,000! It's 46,000 right now, and it's not back up ever since she said it. Lol. Pam Bondi. So I have this thing for you. It's from the English alphabet. It's called the L, and yeah, you can take it. Yes. I have a couple of L's to vend out, and Pam Bondi can take a couple because she just got fired today. Womp womp. Oh yeah. Jesus Christ. God, this is why I have to be honest with chat. I hate listening to the cabinet members. She's like, it is literally, I'm not literally kidding you. Again, I'm literally not kidding you. Every time you view conversations about the cabinet or press briefings, it's always sucking their own you-know-what. They are like on his tank. It's the most transparent president. Like, dude, You are like there is glazing, and then there is like literal current cabinet glaze. Like they are glazing Trump's nutsacks. They just got it. They are gagging. That's how bad that situation is. But anyway, I'm listening to this whole Dow incident. What a skank bitch. I'm not sorry. The fact that a bunch of, so a hearing, so okay, I want to get more context. Give me a second. Give me a second. Gosh, can I get a good answer? Give me a second. I'm trying to get more context. That way I don't sound like an idiot like the people that leave my country. Several Epstein's victims were seated behind Bondi at the hearing, and lawmakers frequently referred to them. In her opening statement, Bondi called Epstein a monster and told the victims she was sorry. Yeah, you're so sorry. The lawmakers directed a litany of complaints at Bondi about how the Justice Department has handled the release of the files. Several criticized what they said was a failure to react names the victims as required by law. So there were actual survivors there. Can you imagine getting SA'd by one of the most prolific predators on Earth? And what does the person who is supposed to stick up to you, supposed to prosecute people like this? The Dow is at 50,000. Bitch, I got SA'd. I don't give a shit about the Dow. Like, that's what I'd say if I were there. I don't give a shit about the Dow. Oh, I don't care if the Dow is 0 points right now or 50,000. What matters in that situation is that one of the world's most prolific creeps died without getting any justice dealt to him. At least, not justice that I think sees fit. Wow, what a bitch. Good thing she was fired. She don't deserve to work for the feds. Bye-bye, Felicia. You know what? Honestly, I will cheer every single cabinet member that gets fired. They're gonna learn the fates of several National Weather Service employees when they were fired by Doge. That's karma, and I hope it bites him hard in the ass. I don't care. I'm not gonna feel an ounce of sympathy for every cabinet member that gets fired. I cheered for Chrissy Gnome's firing, and I'm gonna cheer for Bondi's. Because they had it coming. That is karma. The feds want to fire actual National Weather Service employees that protect our people for no reason except for to cut essential, non-essential waste, which, yeah, National Weather Service is wasting so much money, even though they're 20% underfunded. 20% underfunded. They were underfunded before then. Now they're even more underfunded. So yeah, I will celebrate every cabinet member that gets fired. Happily. Gleefully. By the way, you cannot ever tell me that this stuff looks like white Gatorade. Again, what? I don't care. I don't. I'm sorry if I have to be crass, but what actual bitch? A bunch of people, again, victims of the most prolific pedophile on the planet, and she wants to go on about, you know, I know this is old, by the way. She wants to go on about freaking the stock market. How does the stock market have anything to do with the world's most prolific predator? How? I swear, everybody in the cabinet can take one subject and point it towards another. Like, they'll sideline something. I'm not even kidding you. I remember when Charlie Kirk was shot, and they asked Trump about it. He's like, oh man, I feel bad. Anyway, look at my new ballroom. It's gonna go right here. I actually remember that. Like, that's disgusting. You don't feel bad about one of your own homies getting popped? Like, that's disgusting in my opinion. One of the people that supported you, and you don't even you don't even like say, oh wow, that sucks. Like, he just moves on. That's awful. I check that. I expect it from someone who likes, you know, starter. I need to actually get up and get... Do I have the tanks in the front installed for this? I think I do. For this front, yeah, I do. We're getting there. I think the plumbing's done for the Caterium. Oh, whoops. That's an output pipe. Skeet skeet. Actually, you know what's funny? That was 50K. I checked it a couple of hours ago. It's 46,000. Now here's the thing. Before any president wants to say, oh yay, the stock price is the highest in history. The stock price was the highest in history under the Bush administration, and then the Obama administration, and the first Trump administration, and then the Joe Biden administration, and then the second Trump administration. Like, it literally is it just gradually keeps getting higher. No matter what, no matter how bad the president is, it's always going to get higher, essentially. And it usually ends up higher when a president ends versus when they begin. Let's see. So what? Let's just say 2008, 2016, Obama administration. It gained 8,000 points. Okay. Now how about that to the first Trump administration? So that did like 2021. Roughly 10,000 points. Okay, now we go to the Biden administration. Let's see. So let's just say like February of 2021 to December 31st. Biden got 15,000 points. So the first Obama administration got 8,000 points. First Trump, 10,000 points. In the Joe Biden administration, 15,000 points. It keeps going up. No matter what politician from either party or their quality, it will always go up and eventually get higher. So honestly, I don't really want to rain on people's parade, but I don't think the bragging right of, oh, I have the greatest Dow in history, every president gets the highest Dow in history. I don't think it even goes, it will go down, right? But it will always net increase, no matter the president. Well, guys, I guess it's happy now. Pam Bondi can go start rattling off about Dow Jones, and Chrissy Nome can now finally get time to herself to go shoot puppies and dogs. And baby goats, too. So yeah, not only is Chrissy Nome a heartless asshole, she is an animal abuser. And by the way, as a person who has a sister, whose sister is a veterinarian, and whose sister is a veterinarian, who has 3 horses, who's had multiple dogs and cats over the past, 20 years of my life, I care very much for animals. Hell, I'm a guy that even likes to let spiders live in my... Like, if I find a spider in my basement, I won't squash it. I was like, whatever, go along. I care for animals and creatures alike. Just not ladybugs, or like Asian beetles. I hate Asian beetles. Little bastards die in your windowsill every winter. It sucks. But apparently she had like a 15-month-old dog, and she shot it, his name is Cricket, because it was attacking chickens. Now, whose problem is that? Hers. Oh, why are you blaming her for the problem? Well, guess what? Owners, in my opinion, are the blame more than the pets. And here's why. Pit bulls are so aggressive, right? Shepherds are so aggressive. German Shepherds and Pit bulls are aggressive. Guess what? We got one. It's the sweetest dog we've ever had. Or one of the sweetest we've ever had. So it's the owner. We could be shit owners and let that dog get away with fighting people, but we teach her not to do that. We train our dogs. We teach our dogs. We care for our dogs. We are competent dog owners. Because my family has decades of experience. So yeah, and as a person who does like animals, that's one of my biggest, I despise animal abusers, and I shouldn't be, that should not ever be controversial. And Chrissy Nome's no different. She's a dog abusing piece of shit. Was Elon Musk fired, or did he leave? But voluntarily left. I'm about to say, I thought he voluntarily left. Is this company recovered, in the stock market? It's funny how people are like, Elon Musk is the founder of Tesla. No, he's not. He bought the brand when it was very, very cheap and then developed it. It's not his company. And it's so annoying when they're like, oh, he builds rockets. No, he doesn't. He's the piggy bank. It's the engineers, the scientists, the mathematicians, the constructors, and suppliers that get the job done. No. Musk is just the guy who pays for it. That's it. That's like, again, when NASA launched that, that ship to the moon, we didn't say, oh, the leader of NASA did it. We said NASA did it because NASA did it. Because they have a shit ton of scientists who work together and collaborate to achieve a common goal. It's not the goal of one person. Yes, like, for example, oh, well, without the money, yeah, it doesn't work. True, but here's the thing. Let's say you have $1 billion. You have to have an engineering team to, build the damn thing. You can have a lot of money, but if you don't have those engineers and those mathematicians and scientists to build the rockets, that ain't happening, buddy. I'm sorry, but that's just how the world works. I'm just a big fan of giving credit where credit is due. It's not Musk who builds rockets. It's the scientists. And all the shit tons of people who work hard and brilliantly together. Also, by the way, more shitty news. Crude oil is now to $112 per barrel. My God. This, let's see. We last saw this in, like, summer of 2011. Summer, like, 15 years ago. We are at the highest oil per barrel within 15 years. Or highest cost per barrel of oil in 15 years. I want to go talk this about my economist teacher and see if she agrees. Because honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we're heading towards another, like, '08 style recession. I almost feel comfortable saying we are on the verge of an energy crisis. And if we are on the verge of said energy crisis, it may be one of the worst humanity has ever reached. This is why I am for wind. People are like, oh my God, wind is so unreliable. Oil is unreliable. Look at this. You're telling me we have a fuel source that changes price this heavily. Like a snap. Do you not see how bad that is? How oil's price, the difference between oil being cheap and oil being expensive can be the difference between literally a strip of water that talk about the Suez Canal, a strip of water that is between two countries that is no wider than a couple miles. If that closes down, oil goes expensive. And you want to tell me that wind is the most unreliable source of energy? Piss off. I will say, I don't care. You guys can say I'm an asshole. Every time now someone will say, oh, wind is so expensive and so super, super unreliable, I will laugh in your face and I will pull up this chart right here and explain to you why oil is a shit energy source. Don't get me wrong. Even as a clean energy person, oil is a wonderful material. We can mold it into plastics, polymers, and synthetic materials. And here's what I actually have a good point. Why burn oil? Use it. Again, I am going to address that plastic can pollute. But wouldn't we rather have plastic that we can manage and mold into other products than just burn our oil and waste it? Literally, come on. We spend all that money to refine oil and burn it. Gone. We'll never see it again. Billions of years for that oil to form, and it gets incinerated. Wasted. We can do so much better with our oil. So much better. But we don't, because humanity is wasteful. I will say, the only caveat to my argument, we don't really use oil in the United States for energy. in terms of like powering our houses. It's for powering our cars. But here's the thing. That's the price of oil. Oil makes gasoline. It makes diesel. It makes plastic. It makes polymers. It makes everything. I know some people say, oh, well, that is humanity's problem. We are so reliant upon a material in our lives, and that material can change price at the literal snap of a finger. Literally, one missile strike, and the entire price of this said material goes up substantially. I don't have to be an economist to tell you that that is not a... Like, really, why would you invest in an energy source that changes price like that? Wait, what, Slime Man? Oh, hey, Oliver, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you. Man, oil is right now at its highest in 15 years, if I'm not wrong. According to Apple stocks. Why did you do that? Why did I do what? Why did I do what? Maybe I should check my radar. No, there's Slime Man thing. What do you mean Slime Man thing? I don't understand. I'm sorry, I don't understand, dude. You may have to elaborate. Maybe it didn't send. Give me a second. I'm gonna... Actually, can I view it on my iPad? Can I view my chat? Damn. Yeah, I was going down Interstate 74 between Bloomington and Champaign yesterday, and here in Central Illinois we got 420s already. Honestly, if the data I'm seeing is correct, we may be on a crisis, an energy crisis that parallels that of 2008 and the 1970s. But here's an interesting thing. Do you know what happened in the 1970s energy oil crisis? That's when companies like Vestas, Nordtank, NEG started to prop up. The energy crisis of the 1970s birthed modern wind. In fact, in the energy crisis of the 70s, Vestas, the wind turbine company, they invested in wind tech secretly because they didn't want people to criticize them. And that, they went from manufacturing exclusively like agricultural equipment to wind turbines. A representation of which is right behind me. The V150 4.5. How much gasoline can you make with a barrel of oil? So how much a weekend? Pretty nice. I'm a little bit bummed out right now because we went to go look at a tractor and it was a model that I really like, or like a model down from the one I like, great engine, everything, the mower deck was pooped on it. Like when he engaged the mower deck, the entire the universal joint connection rattled like a snake. The thing was shot and absolutely destroyed, unfortunately. And the rear PTO was destroyed on it. Or it was really destroyed, but it did not look good. It had also 2,200 hours on it. The thing was worn down. Okay, so here's the thing. So, even though I'm into the clean energy, I do know a little bit about petroleum. So here's how oil works. Bye. Nice one. And by the way, I'm just talking to my chat. Oil works by distillation. There are different... oil is boiled, and then it's sent into a distillation tower. Now, crude oil is raw oil. Just like iron, you have iron ore. Crude oil is your raw oil. It's contaminated with shit in it. It's got dirt. It's trash. But it needs to be refined. To do this, they run it through a boiler, and then they run it into a thing called distillation tower. It's got a lot of special shapes in it, and the oil rises as a vapor. The heavier stuff at the bottom gets turned into things like bitumen and asphalt, where the stuff at the top gets turned into diesel, gasoline, jet fuel, and butane. Let's see, so for an entire barrel of oil, U.S. Energy Information Administration .gov. Okay, so according to EIA, so for a barrel of okay, so a barrel of crude oil in 2023. One barrel of crude oil yields about 45 gallons of petroleum. So 19.57 gallons is consumed using gasoline. 12.47% is distillate. 4.41% as jet fuel, or 4 gallons of jet fuel. Other products, 5.92%, or gallons. So apparently, here's another one by Petroleum Service Company. 46% of the barrels for gas, 26% diesel and other fuels, 9% jet fuel, 3% asphalt, 1% lubricants, and 15% other. So even though a good chunk of oil, almost half of it, seems to be consumed for making gasoline, it's still going to get expensive. Because again, we went from $60 a barrel to $100. We've almost doubled the price. Actually, let me see that. Did we double? Let's go like a month. Let's... What, did the Iran war start like 26? February 28th. Okay, so it started February 28th is when the war started. Okay, so I got 26. Let's just be generous. 26 was, I'm not even kidding you, 67 cents. Or $67.02. And the price has gone up by literally 9p. That's the stupid number again. 67.2% increase. Sheesh. That is harsh. Yeah, we are so cooked. Dude, so yeah, again, I keep talking about how Pam Bondi is fired. Christine almost fired, Pam Bondi was fired. Dude, I would kill to watch Caroline Levitt get fired next. Before anybody says, oh, you're being so harsh, you shouldn't wish that. Oh, no, I wish it. No, I wish it. That happens when you fire National Weather Service employees. That's called karma. You know, National Weather Service employees, people who actually help Americans survive severe weather, and they were unjustly fired. And not just that, the firings could have literally gotten people killed, especially in the Texas floods of 2025. I'm watching videos of, like, of course, Bondi. Now here's the thing. Actually, I have a really good point. How loyal was Pam Bondi to Donald Trump? How loyal? This bitch defended him anytime she had to. If Trump went to Bondi and said, lick my boots, Bondi would be like, how much do you want them bad boys licked? Because guess what? Them boots would be licked clean. They would look so clean that they were almost looking like they were bought right off the store shelf. That's how clean that she licks people's boots. No, I'm wrong. It's actually supposed to be... It's got to be on the... to, like, left of my perspective. It's on the right. But yeah, here's the thing. If he fired Pam Bondi, who is loyal to him, do you really think he's going to care about anybody else? He'll fire people that's loyal to him, who will defend him even though he's in the wrong. You're no different. Just saying. Honestly, Penguin Zero watched this video. That's what I thought about. Like what he's saying. I don't want to play with you anymore. That's what the president just did with Bondi. I don't have any use for you anymore. That's exactly what he does. He'll use you, and then when you've served your purpose, you're gonna get tossed in the garbage. I've always held that belief firm, and it, in my opinion, is 100% true. That's what politicians do. They just use you. They use every last ounce, and then they toss you away. Oh shit. I love SCP Secret Lab. Dude, I gotta play that one Mr. Krabs scene where it goes, oh my god, about the butt. I gotta get on that. Ah man, too bad I can't get a recording of it. Dude, the echo, like the echo and reverb throughout the facility has to be so funny hearing that. Oh my god. Yippee! I love when people use soundboards on video games. SCP's secret laboratory has to be funnier than Rec Room. Remember that one stream where someone was playing California Girls on SCP containment breach. He's like, and then he's here, quack, boop. I love when people have I love when people have soundboards. I just love. I need to play that game again. Excuse me. This is my own stream, by the way. This is why I love this game.
Hey, at least you
You're the last one. Come.
He's got the thing.
You got the thing, Carl.
You are the last one.
You're the last one.
You're the last one.
You gotta live.
Hey, did you know on April 10th, any girl of your choice has to send a soapy titty pic?
What?
What?
Dude,
What the hell?
September 11th, 2001. Tomorrow is Idol Last Soapy.
Oh, no.
What? Excuse me.
You can't
Infuse me. That guy with the shitty mic goes, infuse me.
What?
You can't even.
That bitch sounds like the announcer in the Horizon Zero Dawn bases. Holy. Oh my god, I got another video. This guy's mic was so shitty. Listen to this guy's mic.
Oh, I'm right back. Yo, fix your mic, you 8-bit fuck.
God, that guy's mic was garbage. Okay, mate. Yes, I'm designing a whole roof system for this place. That's unique. cool way to fill up that space, huh? That looks much better. Like I like how like again like I like adding these catwalks because it gives this more of an industrial feel. Because, you know, real factories, they're not always this clean. They always got stuff at the top, like catwalks and stuff. Mhm. Yes, it's happening. I'm evolving. Nice. I actually really like that. I've evolved neon lighting now. 7-segment display right there. A little bit of frame rate issue, but a little bit of frame rate reduction, but it's actually not terrible. Nice. I'm gonna stop because I need to get to bed and shit. Man, I'm starting to like the new detailing. I want to balance this red out. I'm gonna build either equal amounts or more of this amount of red right here. Yeah, I just gotta take a step back and look at it. Peace out. Peace out, guys.